Good afternoon. Welcome to ALPOUGH. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's been a wild week. I try my best to do, not to discuss news, but it seems that the news every day is really relevant. So maybe putting some news into discussing some of the news things here, but this is basically a spiritual channel and it's about the lifting of the spirit. So it's more about building the spirit up, but then these events are affecting us spiritually. So that's one of the things I will be considering. There's a lot of changes going on here in this show, and we're just excited to be here still. So I was thinking today, thinking. What in the world do I want to talk about? I have so many subjects I want to talk about, but one of the things that just got me today, because I was preparing for another show, and by the way, the reason why I didn't show, I'm starting it today because I lost my cat. I had to go find my cat. They don't care what time your show starts. So, anyway, as I was, again, here's my sloth. Here's my sloth. Okay. And I was actually having some issues about like, what do I do? What do I do? So I'm a little bit frustrated. And then I got this picture and how it affected me. And I'm like, why do animals, they sleep so peaceful? You know? So peaceful. And it always gets me how when I used to see my cats, and then you go, even like bears out in the woods, they look so peaceful when they're asleep. And so somehow it's like it came up to me about what we are being limited, and I really it really came to my mind. It's like Mother just brought it out in me, and this is what came out. It was a peace of mind is getting harder to find. And it's like something that's valuable these days. I realize how valuable this is and how you feel when you don't have it. And what do you do to get it? So the question is, are you someone who is here to beat peace out of the mind? Do you beat peace out of the mind? Or are you someone who's being at peace within the mind? Okay. So now which one are you? And then the other question comes in, which one do you want to be? And so the whole question is, it's peace right now feels almost like gold. It's like something that's harder to find, and it's becoming rarer on a daily basis. And it's because of everything that's going along. So I'm going to say to you the things that I practice. Now remember, I always open this show with I'm an adult of my spirit, my mind, my thoughts, my emotions, my love, my body. Okay? The result of all that is being at peace. And so this is my personal way of always saying that when I open with that, and then I may say it again or I go over it, it is the end result of that is peace. That's part of a reset that I do on a daily basis. And these are the things that I suggest you do because it works. Now, in being all this, like saying I'm an adult of my spirit, what does it do? Because your spirit is your highest. The highest of who you are is your spirit. So say strong spirit will always, just like being in contact with mother, will always bring you to the place of where you're supposed to be. And that is being real terms within yourself. Real terms within yourself. And being in real terms within yourself is being in real time. Real time. Okay? And so the whole thing is, I've been saying this to everyone, that Mother Sophia is in real time. She's here right now. Right here, right now. And that it's a peaceful spirit is her wish for you. Now, I know some of you haven't heard of Sophia. And, the history books have not been good to her. But the history tells you that she is the Holy Spirit. So now, even if you think of the Holy Spirit as a male or a female, which she's a female, you got to figure one of the gifts that they are is at peace, and that they want you to have it, right? So I'm introducing to you, peaceful spirit is her wish for you, okay? Because where are we at right now? Well, we're in chaos, right? The world is in chaos. How is it in the chaos? Well, the war. There's wars all over the world. We're like in 7 wars. Did you know that? Yeah, they might be saying that a civil war could be coming here. I hope not. I hope that we can get us as a family unit, a spiritual unit, that we can get our country together. Because we have to, because of the division that's going on, which is the next thing, a division. Divisions within families, division within friends. We have all these blue pill, red pills telling us so many things, putting us right in the middle, forcing us to take certain stands on things, and putting down people that don't follow the program. And so also we have financial. You see everything that's happening with the inflation, okay, with people not getting jobs, or they're not taking the jobs that are there. All right, so this is all these things that are going on. What are they robbing you of? Well, they're robbing you of your peace. You see, if you're a troubled person, a troubled mind, troubled in your thoughts, troubled in your spirit, this is a cascading effect. And if it's happening daily, then we must daily work within all these chaos and the division and the wars and the finances and the political situation, that we've got to keep at peace. We have to be at peace. So that your main goal is in peace. The main goal to find it is to understand a little bit more about your mind. Okay, so you have to make you're making your mind work against you. This is what's going on. It's the goal here is to make your mind, in all this chaos here is going on, to make your mind actually work against you. Okay? But realize that there's outside forces are working against you. You see, this thing is to make your mind work against you. But then you want to realize that all this financial, this division, this war, this chaos, this political turmoil, this political situation is making your mind work against you. But it's these outside forces of everything, these activities that's going on around us. You see, if we look at it now, there's so many major events that happen daily now. Hourly now. It's confusing all of us. within ourselves. Okay? It's outside forces are working against you. Now, we're not even going to go into the spiritual darkness that's going in. That's for another show. But this is the whole goal of understanding, as Mother says, know your surroundings. Know your surroundings. So it brings to the question, how do you find peace in you? Okay? It's like, how do you go and get that gold nugget? See, first understand that peace is extremely valuable. Very valuable. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he has a construction company, and it's a small business. And he's being strapped because he has to wait 10 to 15 weeks for a part. So jobs that he does today, he may not even get to them until December. You see? So this is putting a lot of stress. And so much that it's like, you know what, man? I'm done. I'm going to be closing shop. It's too much stress. What made him decide that? Because he's a peaceful person. And he realized that this was robbing him of his peace. Because he could have still been going on. Okay? So how do you find the peace in you? See, this was an action that he had to do in order for him to have peace. So how do you find the peace in you? By finding the place of the best you. How do you begin? Well, slowing down to speed up. Now remember, you see how slow these guys move? Right? You see how slow they move? The sloths? And they always get where they got to go. Have you ever seen a sloth? What do they look like? They're at peace. Right? They look like they're at, look at, see? Of course, he's doing the yoga thing here. So, okay, so right now we're going to slow down to speed up. All right? So I'm going to go over a few things, suggestions for you today. You decide what you want to do with it, okay? Number one, state, I have infinite patience within myself. I have infinite patience with myself. I have infinite patience with myself. When we start saying this over and over again, number one, the gift is for you in the fact that you're going to be patient with yourself. Okay? And then when you feel how that cup is full and it runneth over, we talk about that, how the cup runneth over of love. Well, this in this sense is how it runs over, that the patience runs over a cup. And so what happens, the result is you have more patience for other people. That's how it works. When you have the patience for yourself, then you have patience for others. Believe me, this works. I have infinite patience with myself. Number two, living in the moment. Living in the moment. Wow, man, I'm not sure what that means. Living in the moment is being present. Totally present. Not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but being in the moment. This is so important. I've done shows on living in the moment too. Go back and look on some of my shows here. I'll probably post that show at the end of this thing. So living in the moment is the most important thing. Putting you in the present is a present. Putting your presence in the moment is a gift that you give yourself. Number 3, self-honesty. You see, if you're lying to yourself, it just doesn't work. See, we're not talking about telling lies. We're talking about you living a lie. And self-honesty can be something that's done right in the moment. And so living in the moment brings about self-honesty because it puts you in the present. So self-honesty is a reward. It means being transparent. You want to be transparent. Listen, if you can't be transparent with yourself, then you're not going to be in a healthy relationship. You're just not. Because, first of all, it's what you're giving to the person. And each one of you have to be, first of all, transparent with themselves, but then being transparent to each other. And that takes work, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, having an attitude of gratitude. Always, I got it called the ABGs. This is what I say to people. I have my ABGs. Always being grateful. ABG. Always be grateful. Always find something that you can grasp on that puts you in gratitude, which is an attitude. Okay. Number 4. You are a work in progress. Aren't we all? We're a work in progress. When do we want it? Well, we want it now. But it's progress, not perfection. Right? Progress, not perfection. So you're always a work in progress. We together, we're all a work in progress. This show is a work in progress. And I understand that. Well, I'm older now. So I understand how things are. You see, the journey is long. Okay? You're a work in progress, and the journey is long. All right? You're a work in progress, so give yourself a break. Things get better. Okay? Give yourself a break today. All right? Number 5, trust your inner gut. The mind and the digestive system are one. Hey, oh my God, what does that mean? When you get stressed in the mind, what starts growling? Where you start feeling it? It's in the digestive system. The digestive system and the brain are hooked together. And I want to say it's called the vagus nerve that goes into from the stomach that goes up. I remember Las Vegas, so that's how I remembered it. Vegas, the vagus nerve ending goes all the way up. So the mind and digestive system will tell you, is it good? Ooh, I got a good feeling about that. Not, you'll have a bad feeling. It's also practice. Okay, it's practice. Number 6, what the mind thinks, so goes the energy. Where the mind thinks, so goes your energy. We always talk about all these things kind of coincide. Okay? They work in a lot of ways. All right? So for everyone, I always tell them is what you think about is or comes out as an intention. What you think about will come out as an intention. So remember, I've said this over and over again. You are what you think about. What is your brain? It's a group of thoughts. That's what it's made of. And the brain has unlimited memory. Okay? Number 7, this is very important. Very. Spending alone time to empty the mind. Spending alone time to empty the mind. What does this mean? It means to be able, what's important is to just not think about anything. Anything. I'm just going to empty my mind. I'm not going to think of anything. Nothing. I don't want to think about nothing. This is how you consciously rest the mind, by emptying it. And so my final thing for you is this: spending the alone time to empty the mind. And what this does is it resets it daily. Daily. You want to do a daily reset. This is one of the things I do. I do this. I spend time alone to empty the mind. To just let everything go. Because it comes back. It's like sleeping, but consciously. Because it's allowing the brain to just slow down. And remember, the whole attitude is slowing down to speed up. You see? Resting the mind. You see, even the greatest athletes in the world know that slowing down allows them to speed up, meaning getting your proper rest. Okay? Getting all these good things that you need to do. So I really hope that, this gave you a little bit of pause. And for those who are in now, those who are coming in later, and those who will be watching, and just to know that our goal daily is to find the peace in you, okay? By finding the best place of you. So, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. You see down here, please subscribe. I've got a couple other videos if you want to take a watch on it. And all the thing I need to say is ALPOUGH. That's me. And I love you, and so does Mother Sophia. Have a wonderful, prosperous